Hello, happy Independence Day anniversary. You're watching ERi-TV. Welcome to English News Broadcast. These are the top stories. Messages of congratulations continue in connection with the 30th Independence Day anniversary. Preparations finalized to celebrate Independence Day anniversary. Global COVID-19 case and death toll continue to rise. And renewed violence continued to pound the Gaza Strip. The local news. President Roch Marek Kabore of Burkina Faso, President Jonas Ader of the Republic of Hungary, as well as President Batuiga Katamala of Mongolia sent messages of congratulations to the people and government of Eritrea in connection with the 30th Independence Day anniversary. In their messages, the leaders wished good health to President Isaias Afwerki and peace and prosperity to the Eritrean people. President Jonas Ader of the Republic of Hungary also expressed his country's desire that the cordial relations and mutually advantageous cooperation between the two countries will further strengthen for the benefit of both nations. Ambassador Zemede Tekle, Commissioner of Culture and Sports, said preparation to celebrate the 30th Independence Day anniversary under the theme Resilient as Ever has been finalized. According to Ambassador Zemede, cultural competitions between cultural groups, music concerts, dramas, as well as other programs will be staged on the 22nd, 23rd of May in compliance with guidelines issued to curb the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. The ambassador also said the official Independence Day celebration, May 24, will be held at Asmara Stadium in the presence of limited participants featuring military parade and musical performances. All programs that will be staged on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of May will be broadcast live via ERi-TV and Denden's social media. This according to Ambassador Zemede Tekle. Students of the Sawa Vocational Training Center staged cultural and artistic performances in connection with the 30th Independence Day anniversary under the theme Resilient as Ever. The program that was conducted from 14th to 16th of May included general knowledge contests, debating, short stories and poems, history of the armed struggle, cultural and modern music, as well as dramas. Stating that the students, alongside their regular education, stage cultural and artistic performances every year, Mr. Tesfai Tuolde, director of the Vocational Training Center, said the performance featured the history of the armed struggle for independence and the price paid, as well as the overall development programs implemented in the past 30 years of independence. Colonel Debesai Gide, commander of the National Service Training Center, said the program will have significant contribution at developing the awareness of the students on the history as well as culture of the Eritrean people and call for its sustainability. Now back with international news after a short break. Welcome back. The total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases globally surpassed 165 million today, with the death toll exceeding 3.42 million. This according to World Meters. India has reported more than 276,000 new COVID-19 infections over the past 24 hours, while deaths rose by more than 3,800, as nearly two-thirds of people tested showed exposure to COVID-19, indicating a runaway spread of the virus. The South Asian nation's infection toll stands at 25.77 million, with a death toll of more than 287,000. This according to Health Ministry data. The European Union has put forward a plan it believes will help boost the production and availability of COVID-19 vaccines more effectively than a proposal waiver of patent rights now backed by the United States. Israeli fighter jets continued to pound the Gaza Strip today, killing at least one Palestinian and wounding several more as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu defied called for de-escalation. At least 232 Palestinians, including 64 children, have been killed in 11 days of violence. On the Israeli side, 12 people, including 2 children, have been killed. United States President Joe Biden discussed the events in Gaza with Netanyahu, telling the caretaker leader that he expected a significant de-escalation today in the path to a ceasefire. But shortly after Biden's phone call, Netanyahu said he was determined to continue bombarding Gaza until Israel's aim is met. The UN Security Council's effort for a truce between Israel and Gaza's Hamas ruler remains stalled. Meanwhile, with the U.S. continuing to veto action on the issue. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres said the fighting in the Middle East must stop immediately. He made the statement at the UN General Assembly meeting today as he urged Israel and the Palestinians to call an immediate ceasefire and pledge to launch a full humanitarian appeal for funding. Japan's defense minister said in an interview published today that Tokyo must boost its military at a different pace than in the past to counter Beijing's growing capacity. Nobuo Kishi warned the gap between Japan and China's military was growing by the year. Japan's defense spending has tended to hover at around 1% of GDP, but Kishi said that spending would be guided by needs rather than caps. Japan's post-war constitution limits the scope of its military to defense power, and efforts to boost capacity have sometimes been controversial domestically. Kishi's comments come with Japan increasingly concerned about the regional security environment, and particularly China's growing assertiveness. Solar panels against an alien landscape, ramps and roads pointing at the horizon of Mars. China's Zhongrong rover has sent back its first photograph of the red planet after its history-making landscape over the weekend. It will study the planet's surface, soil and atmosphere and look for signs of ancient life. The China National Space Administration published the images taken by cameras attached to the rover, which showed the obstacle avoidance equipment and solar panels on the vehicle, as well as the texture of the planet's surface. China has come to a long way on its race to catch up with the U.S. and Russia, whose astronauts and cosmonauts have decades of experience in space exploration. It's to be recalled that it successfully launched the last month. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.